Today we have been to a very phenomenal visit to a nearby place. Uh, in fact, we often miss places which are very close to our place of stay, and this was one of those. About 16 to 17 kilometers away from Cochin, there is a place called North Parur. This small little town on the way to Guruvayur in NH66 has got so much history in it. Um, so today morning I had gone there. We had actually first visited, we means me and my co-brother had gone, and we visited the Dakshin Mugambika temple, uh, which was which was built by the local king, who was a great devotee of Mugambika. But since he was becoming aged and he could not go there, he prayed to the goddess, who appeared in a dream and asked him to build a temple there and consecrate, and she will grace the temple. And so we went to this temple first. It was very beautiful. It has got a small lotus pond in the sanctum sanctorum is actually on the lotus pond. So you have to walk like through a bridge and into the sanctum sanctorum. So after the visit to the temple, we had driven to the famous Paliyath House's Nalgate. Now, who are these Paliyath Houses? Paliyath Houses are a very famous family whose trace history can go back to about 450 years, right from the 1600s. And they were very close to the royal family of Cochin, in the sense the Prime Minister of Cochin would always come from this family, and most of them were very powerful. In fact, some of them were more powerful than the King of Cochin himself, because they were the people who were dealing, and they were very street smart. They were very they were very marital in their approach, as they were actually not Kshatriyas, but they were Nayars, and they were warriors. So, and these people also had very clever in creating deals with the Samarin, who invaded the Cochin kingdom, and later on the Portuguese and the Dutch. In fact, they favored the Dutch, and the Dutch even built them a beautiful house. And then one of them rebelled against the British also, who joined with the Veli Tambi Dalawa of Trivandrum. So actually, he was a freedom fighter also. Later on, they made amends with the British, and it was such a big family, and the senior most person of the family is called Paliyath Mootha Achan or Veli Achan, and even now they have that lineage. They had the biggest partition in the south of India, I think in 1956, where mostly, even now they keep a trace of all the members. So the Nalagatta was the big ancestral house of how they lived, the matrilineal system, the sambandhams they had, which I will explain in my blog in detail. So we went there first, and then we also went to the Dutch building donated to the Paliyath Houses, which is now a museum called Paliyath Museum. Both these are maintained by the state government. They're quite good, and in fact they had wonderful uh, guides who could explain very well. And another thing was the tickets were very reasonable. I mean, for Indians, of course, it is only about some 50 rupees or something, and for senior citizens, it's still more lesser. And I think for foreigners also it's the same. Actually, they should increase the rate for foreigners, because we find museums abroad are very, very costly for Indians. Um, Such a museum would cost anywhere around 2,000 to 4,000 rupees. So I'm not telling for Indians it should increase, but it's quite reasonable. But for foreign tourists, definitely the price should be more, so that we can maintain it better also, because for them this is nothing. So in that respect, I really appreciate the tourist department of Kerala for maintaining these two places very beautifully. And after that, we went to the Parur Jewish synagogue, one of the oldest synagogues right from the beginning of this AD, like after the early days of Jesus Christ himself, passing away of Jesus Christ. This was started where the Jews took refuge here, and that also I saw. We saw the backwaters of Paror. It is a very beautiful place. So it was a very eventful day, just about 15 to 20 kilometers away from Cochin. There is so much history there. We never knew about it, and we saw it and came back today. So I'm going to write it in a detailed blog in Facebook. I just wanted to explain to you in a small video. Thank you.